What's up everybody, and welcome back for another streaming tip video. Today we're going to be creating a text box chat over on Photopea.com, and we're also going to be implementing our chat overlay over in our chat scene in OBS from our previous video. Let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is head on over to Streamelements.com. If you haven't already created an account, you need to authorize this with Twitch or YouTube as well. So click on dashboard once you have. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on streaming tools and overlays. Now we have created overlays from my previous video. If you haven't seen already, I'll leave the link down below in the description. And we're going to click on new overlay. We're going to create a new overlay for the people that hadn't followed along in the previous video. And also we're going to jump into the just chatting scene that we have created the last time. So click on start. You're going to leave it at 1080p and click on add widget. Stream tools and just chat, and what you want to do is just drag that out a bit more, and you want to place it whatever way you have your camera, whether it's either in the right hand corner or the left hand corner. Change the chat box to either side. So what I found with chat boxes on my stream, I found that the viewership and people that are coming in had increased, and also the chat engagement had gone up like tenfold from what I had past experienced, because at the end of the day people love seeing their name on screen, and if people say that they don't, they're lying, because if my name comes up on screen, oh god, cheers, nice, and my name's on screen, I'm gonna chat more. So yeah, I found that like more of like I don't know, how would you say, like I don't know, like it makes you feel nice to see your name on screen. Yeah, like I don't know, like I just think from my experience of streaming, like I'm streaming nearly 3 years now, that always appealed to me as a normal person coming into people's streams. Oh jeez, my name's up on screen, happy days. So it would make you chat more, you know, without spamming people's chat, and don't get banned for that. But let's continue on with this, and what we're going to do is we're going to test out a text chat message over on the left hand side here. So click on layers, stream chat, click on text settings. So you want to choose a text setting that's going to stand out a bit more. So I already know what font I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose Impact. This is a font that stands out a bit more than the other fonts that are there. You want to choose a bold font, so chat can see it on the screen also as well. And I'm going to just do a chat message over on OBS and test it out here. So here we have it in the bottom left hand corner there. So I want to increase that size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up a bit more to around 32 is a bit much. I think 22 or 23 is a nice medium range for text chat sizes. And I'm going to, oh, it's already white. I was going to change it to white, but if you do want to change it, you just click on this here and change it to white, and then that will change the white there. It's obviously white already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. I'm going to rename the chat overlay to chat overlay new, and click on save, and I'm going to click save here, and I'm just going to head back to my overlays that I have here already. So from my previous video, we've created overlays in Streamelements. So I'm going to click over on the just chatting scene that was created. So click on edit, and we're going to follow the step that we previously done there. So I'm going to click on plus, stream tools, your chat. I'm going to move this box over to here, and I'm going to make it to the size of the box itself. Click in there, and I'm going to change the dark chat to a custom, and that's going to be transparent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the text also, and the text is going to be Impact that I've already chosen before. I'm going to change the text color to white. Click OK. So we know that the size looks okay for around 22 or 23. So I'm going to click on 22 just to be safe, and we're going to test it out here. So testing. will it show? There we go. It maybe is a bit big, so for this chat box over on the right hand side, so we're going to bring down the text a bit more. So around 18 for this chat box over on the right hand side here. So what you want to do is click save, click copy overlay URL, and head on over to OBS where we had saved this previously in our scenes. So what you want to do is, as you can see here, we've already had the just chatting scene over here, so we're going to update the URL. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to paste that. I'm going to refresh the browser when the scene becomes active, because what I tended to do is sometimes when I changed over scene, the just chatting was gone, the chat was gone from the previous messages as well. So you want to kind of start off fresh. So click OK. Let that load in for a little bit. And then we can test this out as well. So test, test, test. And see, does it show? There we go. My name popped up. I'm delighted with that. I can see my name. I want to engage with my chat a bit more. So let's go over. What I'm going to show you now is head on over to Photopea. You don't need to download anything. It's actually, you can actually do it on the website itself over on the page. So I'm going to click on here. This is free, and if you don't like any of the ads, there is a pro version that you can upgrade to for like $5. But we're going to be using the free version, so I'm going to blank out this side over here, I think, if we can. But anyways, let's move on. So our new project is going to be 1920 by 1080p, and it's going to do it as 300. Our background is going to be transparent. Let's click on the wrong thing. Transparent, and then click create. And what you want to do is head on over to the left hand side here, click on the rectangle tool. Our corner radius, we want the curved corners like in previous in Streamelements. So what we want to do is click on, say, around 15, and then you just drag out, left click and drag out. That's going to be black, but I want it to be a kind of a transparent kind of black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down the opacity to around possibly 35%. 35. Okay. So once you have that done, click on a new layer, and then we are going to Alt and Shift and then drag, left click, and this will duplicate. You can actually duplicate layer if you right click and then left click on it here. It's quick and easy. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, which I already have. Click on the shape tool. This will bring up the color. I don't want this to be filled, so I'm going to click transparent. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the stroke to be around white. I'm going to be white on the transparency. I'm going to be white on the stroke, sorry. And then click on here, and it's going to be around 12. I'm going to move this over here. I'm just going to snap into the center. I'm going to bring up the opacity to 100% again over here. And then what we're going to do is going to highlight these two, and then we're going to adjust the size slightly. Because what we're going to do is we're going to create a just chatting text here. So click your text tool, and then you want to create a new layer. It's just this little one down here. And we're going to type just chatting in capital letters. Hashtag just chatting. Going to bring this out a bit bigger. And then what we want to do is just kind of overlay it just slightly. We're going to give this a stroke. So just chatting, double click. Double left click on it, give it a stroke. I'm going to make the stroke white. So So click on the fill type color and select the white, and then we're going to drop a shadow on that as well. It's very intense there. The distance looks a bit off, so I'm going to adjust the distance there. And then I'm going to go back into the stroke, because the stroke on it is a bit small. 7 is actually perfect for this, so click OK. And then what you want to do is select all the layers, and then just slightly move up, and this is going to center it here on the left hand side. And you can adjust it over here as well if you have your camera over on the left hand side, or the left hand side, or you can move it over here if you have your camera on the right hand side. So I'm going to leave it here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. So file, and I'm going to save as, I'm going to export as PNG. You want it as PNG because this will save with or without the background. If you save it as a JPEG, it will just save and the background will be white, and you won't be able to use it unless you're going to have a white background. So click on save, and this will save in your downloads. So what I want to do is click on this here, and what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to quickly show you how to import it over here into OBS. So I'm going to hide this scene, and what I want to do is click on the plus sign. I'm going to add an image, because it's going to be an image, and I'm going to say I'm going to say chatting. So click OK. Browse. We already know where it is, and it's in downloads. There's my previous stuff that I've already done. New project. There's just chatting. Mine's like this already, this size, but it'll fit perfectly in yours if you're at 1080p. My screen is 1440p, so it's showing a bit smaller. So click on OK. What I'm going to do is Control F if you have a 1440p canvas, Control F, and that will snap it to the size of the screen. So there we have the just chatting scene. And from here we're going to head back over to Streamelements, and we're going to import the URL over to our just chatting scene. So what you want to do is go back into the chat overlay widget that we just created, and what you want to do is click on the URL and copy. And what you want to do is head back into OBS and plus browser source and chatting text, and click OK. Browser 1080 or 1920 by 1080, and click on refresh browser source when the scene becomes active, and click OK, and then Control F, if you can see it. And we're gonna actually change that color to a transparent color as well, so because we don't need it to be black. So settings, theme, custom, click save, and then that should update there now. So I'm gonna test it right here. So test, and also for you people that haven't already, subscribe and like. Yeah, no, there'll be more videos like this on how to kind of increase your chat engagement on your channel, as well as design. Also, we do gameplay over here. Don't forget to check out the latest gameplays: Suicide Squad, Banishers Ghost of New Eden, and we have The Last Was Part 2 remastered on the go as well. More games is going to be coming up as well. One of the games that I'm hoping I'm going to be able to play is the new South Park Snow Day. So keep your eyes peeled over here, and there'll be more interesting stuff coming up here this year for sure over on YouTube. And there might be some tech reviews coming up soon, actually, believe it or not. So again, thank you so much for everybody that has followed me or subscribed to me and liked all the videos so far, and it's much appreciated. Remember, keep creating, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.